Hello, you alright?
I'm good, thanks. We were just looking at the time. Our bassist has just showed up, so all is well in the world.
Hi, I'm Dave. I play bass and some vocals in Drivelheads, live in Nottingham, and been playing in bands for quite a few years, though this band only began earlier this year. So very excited with how it's going.
I'm Sarah. I play guitar in Drivelheads, and I've played in bands ever since I was 18, but I've played in like acoustic things and punk things and rock things, but this is the one I'm most excited about, so, and that's good because that's the one I'm in.
Hi, I'm Dickon. I live in Nottingham as well, originally from Jersey in the Channel Islands. I play the drums and got back into the sort of punk scene 6-7 years ago in another band. As I've got older, I've got more and more angry again. This fits and this feels good, yeah. Love being in this band, yeah.
So tell us about all your previous bands.
Okay, I was in a band called Blank Screen for a few years up until the lockdown. That kind of we went our separate ways when we were all on lockdown. After that, I was playing in a band called Activistas, where Dickon and I were both in that band, so that's how we know each other. We did that for about 5 years up until about this time last year. Then Dickon and I decided to move on from that. Then, as I say, earlier this year, Sarah approached me and I approached Dickon, and that's how we started Drivelheads.
Cool. I played in bands. My sort of long on again, off again band, my acoustic thing that I do with one of my friends is called Toothache, and we just do like sort of sad, quite melancholic, sort of tuneful things like that. And then also I was in a band called Black Vines, where we wrote our own stuff and just did local gigs. And then the thing that really sort of I always say like gave me my apprenticeship into this was I played with the Cars That Ate Paris, which were quite big on the festival scene, and they're sort of quite well loved. And I did that, and then I got into playing because I'd never played festivals or big gigs. I've been like supports and things like that, but I got into that with the Cars That Ate Paris, and then that's how I met these guys, and like we were on the same sort of scene, and then wanted to start something small, like a 3-piece, and sort of take it in that sort of direction. So that's how I ended up with these.
I've done music off and on through my life, but the main other band I'm in is called the Sherwins, and we're a lot lighter, bit funky, bit soul-y, quite poppy. And I played bass in that band, but I really wanted to get back into playing the drums, and I wanted to play something louder, noisier, and a bit more angry with more, full-on lyrics and whatever. And I bumped into a chap who ran the Activistas, and he wanted a drummer, so I got into that, and then obviously met Dave. And and as Sarah says, there's a sort of a DIY punk scene, and you get to know lots of other people, sort of like-minded people, and that sort of brought us to where we are, really.
Yeah, with this band, we definitely made a conscious effort. We wanted to be a 3-piece band. Just felt like the right vibe for all of us, and we're all people with other things going on in our lives, so it's much easier trying to get 3 people in the same place than a larger number of people.
And the same car as well, like for
yeah.
Because I think when you go and do gigs and whatnot, I think all being in the same car, that's all part of it. Like going on tour, like even if you just go to like a few towns away, for me, that's all part of the whole experience that I enjoy. So.
Yeah, when I joined Activistas, it's the first time I've really been in a band, because my other band's Sherwins. We've been going for years. We're just a bunch of mates, really. We play and we get the odd gig, or we play a party or whatever. But with Activistas, we actually gigged around. We've been as far as Edinburgh and Plymouth and Wales and whatever, and that really I really enjoyed that, and we really enjoy going out and playing. So I didn't want to not have that in my life after that finished, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good.
It's easier, the less people you've got in the band, the easier it is.
Yeah.
So we're doing light checks as well, just like 2 mics. That's just a treat, isn't it, to have to do that.
And you don't have as many personalities to deal with, do you, when you've got
Yeah, very true.
We're all older, we're all carrying baggage.
Yeah, and you just don't have any time for any drama or anything like that. So you
And
do.
we all write as well, so we've all got songs. I mean, the majority is written by Dave and Sarah between them, but I drop a couple in now and then. It takes me a little bit longer to write them, but we all had songs to bring to it, didn't we? And then we've written some together as well, which is great. We seem to seem to be able to put them together fairly quickly, don't we?
Yeah, that's the that's one of the main driving interests for me, and I know for these guys as well, is playing our own songs, writing them, playing them. We don't have any covers in our set. Might do in the future, who knows? But as it stands at the minute, it's all original music, and that's a big factor for us.
Yeah, agreed. I think if we could ever decide on a song to cover, it took us about 5 months to come up with our name. So.
Yeah. That's the thing as well.
So you've got any recording booked, or have you done recording?
We've recorded a handful of tracks. We've got some plans to release them starting January. At the moment, we only have, kind of DIY recordings that we've put on YouTube and some live recordings from the couple of gigs we've done. But yeah, we're planning to.
I thought it was December, Dave.
No, it's going to be January.
It's going to be January. Okay.
So
New plan.
We are. We're going to be a bit more proactive with that side of things starting next year.
Are you going to be doing it as a self-release, or are you going to do it through?
Yeah, initially, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Because Damn It Records are always looking for bands and.
Absolutely.
I've been on compilations with them with the Cars That Ate Paris. But I think we like sort of the idea of doing the direction and of doing it all ourselves, really DIY.
We're not adverse to working with a label if we feel like we align in terms of our ambitions and values and everything that goes along with that. But in the first instance, we want to remain in the driving seat and do it the way we want to do it. So, in the future, it may be that we might approach a label, or if a label wanted to approach us, that would be interesting. But we haven't really got any plans in that direction in the foreseeable future.
You could always become your own label. You could.
Well, yes, of course. That is also something which is in discussion.
I think Drivelheads Records, or I don't know.
Possibly. yeah, possibly.
That's a thought.
No, everything's on the table at the moment. But as Sarah says, we are just enjoying. We're just enjoying doing things at our own pace, and as we feel like we want to do them.
And also, I really like us doing it with our own hands, and every pin badge we have, I want to press it. Every t-shirt we've got, I want us to have screen printed it. I want to do it real deal, yeah.
Yeah, because these guys are quite good at the graphics, and the we're going to hopefully make a video soon as well. You got graphic design sort of background, and both of these guys.
I've got an applied chemistry background, close.
Background.
Yeah.
I've got an Adobe account, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about.
As well as sound good.
I was going to ask you about your designs, because I really like the typography you've used for the Drivelheads. I like that.
That was Dave. That was he just found a font that we liked, and it was got that. I think it does a lot of the heavy lifting to explain what we're about. I really like that.
Yeah. I mean, that was just played around with a few ideas, and that was the one that we liked best as well.
Nice. Yeah. So all the artwork and stuff you're going to do, and can you do the t-shirt pressings yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Have you ever done?
I've got some gear for that.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to do that myself. I don't know how to do it though.
It's
I'll show you. I'll send you how you do it. It's you need a frame and a mesh and some this special blue liquid and a can-do attitude.
You could do a video how to do it.
Oh, that's an idea. Yeah,
actually, that would be quite nice.
That would be quite nice. Yeah.
And that'd be really DIY as well, Print your own t-shirts.
It's very much in the spirit of things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, like, the Punks for Homeless. Punks for the Homeless.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if I've mentioned this before, but I've got dyspraxia and sometimes I get my words confused and I'll miss words out of sentences and I may just forget what I'm talking about mid-sentence, so please bear with me. So Punk for the Homeless and the Hope, oh, for crying out, the Hope Orphanage. And do you know what? I could do with an assistant to speak for me. So
Yeah,
you seem to...
I mean, we've known those guys a long time. We've all played gigs for them to raise funds for Hope Orphanage in our previous bands. We're going to be playing a gig for those guys on the 15th
of November, in Boston.
In Boston, in Lincolnshire, which is one of the towns where they quite regularly put on events. So yeah, actually that's our next gig, and we're very much looking forward to that, of course. But yeah, they've been going about 15, 16 years, doing a lot of good work. So long may it continue.
Yeah, they've been around a long time.
The other day, we on our Instagram feed, we got gigs like, we're looking for bands to play, and it was for Jersey, and then we realised it was New Jersey. But I think it's because we're playing a gig in Boston, and it's like 100 miles. But I think it's
the Instagram algorithm misunderstood.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We haven't got a US following yet.
No. You could get us a gig in actual.
Well, I did meet an American guy at a gig the other week and told him about us. And he's going back home and he's got us on his Instagram. So
nice.
What's cooler than an English punk band?
Exactly.
Yeah, I played a few gigs in Hungary back in 2019 with Blank Screen, who I mentioned before, and over there it seems like there aren't very many British bands that make it that far into Eastern Europe. So we did get people coming down to all of the gigs just for the novelty of seeing an English punk band. So that was nice.
Oh, I bet that was so cool. I'd love to travel across Europe and do gigs.
Yeah. Well, didn't travel across Europe, but we did play 3 in Hungary just as a little trip out there. The guitarist in that band Blank Screen was from Hungary, and so he did most of the heavy lifting with booking the gigs. But it was definitely a brilliant experience, and it'd be nice to go back to Eastern Europe with Drivelheads.
I'm up for that. I'm in Hungary on Friday actually, so I'm going to check out some of the bars that Dave said about and maybe pop a few stickers up.
Drop some hints here and there. Or Ireland. Dublin's a good shout. I know Peter Jones from Paranoid Visions, he was putting on a lot of gigs in Dublin at one point, so it might be worth contacting him.
We haven't really discussed going abroad particularly, but it's something that we're all ambitious to do, so at some point,
yeah, definitely. I've got a lot of friends who are involved in the punk scene in France, like Angoulême. That's got a really good punk scene, so we've all got passports, so I don't know. We've got to get our first single out first.
Is it just going to be online, or are you going to do CDs, vinyl?
Yeah, initially it's going to be a digital single, but at some point in the future we're hoping for some sort of physical release, whether it be this single or whether it just be something further down the line. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, like I say, the first one is definitely going to be an online digital single, Spotify, available for download, that kind of thing.
Yeah. The only thing with the downloads is I've heard and found that you don't get a lot back from them. You do get out to a lot of people, but in terms of...
That's more our objective with it, really. We've been lucky enough that we haven't had to invest a lot of money in it, so anything that we do make back would be great. But at the end of the day, we're in a position where we want to get more people knowing who we are and what we sound like.
Yeah.
Hopefully book us for gigs, and we'd like to play festivals, wouldn't we? And,
of course.
Which festivals would you like to play?
Bucket list one would be Bearded Theory.
Probably Convoy Cabaret Stage,
Convoy Cabaret Stage, Bearded Theory.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you've got ones like Rebellion as well, but I think being as it's not a camping festival, it's a different vibe.
Equinox.
Equinox as well.
Yeah.
We've all played Equinox with our other bands, so that would be a really nice one to go back to.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I think it's good to do a camping festival, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then you can sort of drunkenly stagger back to your tent at any time of the night, morning you like, and it's more of like community atmosphere, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
It's all right in a bed and breakfast, but it's a bit more expensive, and it's
absolutely. It really adds to the cost. I mean, I've gone to Rebellion a couple of times as a customer, and it's head and shoulders more expensive once you put the accommodation there.
It is.
I think that we became mates at a festival. I think you were at your tent was near our tent. I think your band's camp was near my band's camp.
Was that at Equinox?
No, that was Working Glastonbury.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, we've all played that as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
See, really good community building atmosphere tent festivals.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
So so just thinking about your sound as well. What are your main influences? You know, what bands, what sounds, what do you think makes up that sound the Drivelheads are creating?
Well, we've all got really wide musical influences, but in terms of songwriting, we've tried to draw on a slightly narrower group of bands just to have a more cohesive sound. For me, bands like UK Subs, Stiff Little Fingers, L7, they're 3 bands that I've always been, quite inspired by their songwriting. A band that we've all kind of grown up with. We all grew up listening to Nirvana. That actually comes across a bit more than we perhaps would have intended initially, but it seems to work. So that's a good one. What about you guys?
Well, I like so punk isn't my only love, but I do like a lot of the female-fronted punk bands. I like things like Sleater Kinney. I like obviously like Hole and these kind of things. And obviously the name is a nod to Elastica, which
That's what
So
absolutely. We're all quite big fans of that first Elastica album.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that because the name instantly made me think of that line up.
It's about the only reference you'll find on Google.
Yeah. We couldn't believe that no one else had nabbed it as a band name, so we
did that thing. We went through a lot of band names and then someone's got that one, and we never really settled on one, and then we sort of came across it by accident. Then we were talking about Elastica, and I think Sarah said it as almost as a joke. Yeah, you said it almost as a joke, didn't you? And then we sort of went,
It clicked,
It's actually really hard coming up with a band name, isn't it?
We Googled about 200 different ideas, and even when you think you're being really creative, someone else is out there doing it.
Yeah.
I got an old book of so I did some film studies at university a long time ago, and I've got a Halliwell's film guide with like 100,000 names of movies in it, and I was just going through all these films thinking, is there a good band name as a film title? And so I came up with a few, and I also got a slang dictionary which I was going through as well. So I had some fun ideas from that, but none of them quite.
Some of the ones that
Australian slang and all sorts of stuff.
Some of the ones we liked, and we were like, oh yeah, that could work. And then you were like, oh, that sounds like would be a post-punk band, and we were fine with that, but you definitely were not. We're pleased with the band name, and also because obviously Justine Frischman is. She's sort of like a female lead singer, and we've got a female in our band, and it's just, I don't know, it just ties it. It works on a few levels, so we're happy,
Yeah. Cool. It does work. As soon as I heard the name, I was like, it's Elastica. But it might not have been. So I'm glad I found that out. It's,
we don't shy away from it. We're quite open in the fact that we do like Elastica. It's a nod to them, but at the same time, I think we also just appreciate the word in itself and its its connotations, really.
Our lyrics aren't drivel though.
So what's the punk scene like in Nottingham?
I think it's pretty fractured. I don't think it's actually fair to say that there's a punk scene. I think that there are more than one, and you can go to gigs with there are various people putting on gigs in different places, and it isn't always the case that the bands playing would I don't know. It's not particularly interwoven all the time. There are some fairly sort of encapsulated scenes that are going on. What's the word I'm thinking of? They're going on in parallel. So there's a lot going on. There are some really good promoters. There are a few good venues. I mean, sadly, like every city, lots of really good places have closed down over the last few years for one reason or another. But yeah, there's always something to find and to go and see. I mean, obviously, Rock City's still going. There's the chapel, which is the upstairs section of the Angel, which was the old Angel before it got renovated a few years ago. That was a very punk focused
Rock/punk, wasn't it?
Well,
yeah,
I mean, it was kind of run by punks, and on the jukebox that would be pretty much what you'd hear most of the time. We used to have the Maze, which was a really iconic venue in Nottingham. That one, unfortunately, that got sold and it's now student flats. That's an issue that has been quite recurring in Nottingham. And there's been...
What's that punk bar? It's black and yellow.
Foreman's.
Yeah.
Foreman's are still going. That's, it's a very cosy bar, but, very cool indeed.
Yeah.
The Maze was brilliant because it used to give opportunities to people who'd never played before. They'd have used to call it Knots in a Nutshell.
Yeah.
So Tuesdays and Thursdays, once a month, and you could just book yourself in basically and turn up. My other band was the first time we ever played on a stage with like monitors and stuff like that, and that used to give people an opportunity to feel what it was like to be in a band and play live.
And the Maze was an amazing
bring a few
venue.
people down with you, and if people liked you, they might book you, or the sound man might say, "Oh, I like you guys, come and play somewhere else." And it was really, really good because
I mean,
people don't get the opportunity.
Well, they did act as a bit of a springboard for bands in the sense that, as Dickens says, you could play on a Tuesday or a Thursday, and if you impressed them, then you might get booked for an opening slot on a Saturday, for example. That's what happened to me in a previous band. A lot of the people who were involved with the Maze, I believe they're now involved with the Old Cold Store, which is another venue.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's another one in Nottingham where you can quite often find some decent punk gigs.
I saw Common Rider, and it had Jesse from Operation Ivy. I saw them play there.
Oh, nice.
And, that was like, I made reference to the fact that I like other types of music other than punk. I think that gig that I went to, I thought, Jesse from Operation Ivy is just like finished playing in his band, and now he stood next to me having a beer. I was like, what? That's something about the punk scene that I really adore. I think they're not like demigods on stage. They're just like, they'll come and watch the other bands after, and it sort of like all intermingles. Like there's no too much separation between the bands and the audience, and I really find that very enticing about the punk scene. I find it very friendly.
There's JT Saw as well, which is like a do-it-yourself venue and recording studio. And he puts a guy called Phil Booth. He puts on all sorts of things. He started off with more punky stuff. He's probably less of that now, but still. And you can pay the sound man, and you can hire the place out just pay 50 quid to the sound man, and you can book it for the night and put on your own gigs and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
They operate a bring your own booze policy as
well.
So
you chat to people outside with your can of beer, having a cigarette,
or is it just
no, it's fine. But obviously, bar prices have been going up a lot recently, so that kind of environment does make gigs more accessible.
Oh, definitely.
We should just take a can of Red Stripe and stick it in your skater jeans and just drink warm Red Stripe.
Oh, I used to do that a lot.
Good thinking pint glasses as well. In fact, now at the ripe old age of 43, all the vases in my house are like nicked pint glasses. That is right.
Yeah, how much is a pint up in Nottingham?
Well, hovering somewhere around 5-6 quid a lot of the time. You're you're doing well if you can get a pint for under a fiver.
God,
I've just got back from down south, the Dorset way. £7.90 for a pint.
Whoa.
yeah.
It seems like the rest of the country's caught up with London. You go to London and you think, oh, be prepared for London prices.
No. I think London prices have just gone.
Even there. Oh, right. Okay, they've got it's a tenner a pint.
Yeah, I was at the Electric Ballroom in Camden a few weeks
Oh,
ago.
venues, yeah, they object.
Well, I mean that's what we're talking about, isn't it?
True,
Yeah.
venues.
And I don't think I got much change from 20 quid for 2 pints.
Yeah.
I know, it's terrible. I got 2 drinks for me and a friend. It was like it was a rum and coke, 2 rum and cokes. It was like 18 quid.
Yeah, that's the way. Well, it's a difficult one because you want to support the venue to keep it open, but how you got to walk the line.
You want to get a buzz as well, don't you?
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky at the minute. I don't know if it's going to go back down, all the prices, and
I can't see it.
it's like I was talking to my other half about going into the supermarket. You just don't know. You don't know what you're going to be able to afford when you get there. Everything seems like a different price every week.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see prices of essentials come down a bit, but I'm a little bit pessimistic about it, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
On the supply chain until the person, the consumer at the end of it all pays the lot.
In for a song.
Well, right, talk about it. It doesn't change the world, but it helps. And you get like-minded people together in the same place, and at least you feel you're not alone when you're angry about all this stuff. And I think that's one of the things that sort of bands like us and DIY punk communities and things, at least festivals like Equinox, they do bring people together and make them feel like you're not the only ones who are angry about stuff and struggling
voice.
or whatever. Yeah, so
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, but what gigs have we got in the calendar for next year? So we've got one coming up in Boston.
Loughborough in January.
We've got Loughborough in January, a nice little
with
bar.
Sarah's old band.
Yeah, that we're playing with them and with Jessie from Eastfield.
Yeah.
Hey.
And then we've got some in Ashton.
Ashton Underline in Manchester.
Yeah, and there's one more.
The station.
It's another one in Boston.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with
the Boston Original Music Initiative, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And so they're very proactive and good scene builders in their area.
Yeah, Boston are good. They've been good to us.
They've been good to us all historically, and genuine people, doing it for the passion of it. Don't think anybody really makes any money.
No, they put the heart and soul into putting on like all dayers and things like that, and the organisation. I mean, I've put a couple of gigs on in my life, and it's really hard work. People who do it regularly, like the chap at the Dark Horse in Moseley where we played last week.
He's done really right by us. He's been really good to us, hasn't he? Yeah.
It'd be nice if more people came, wouldn't it? Do you wonder where all these punks are? There must be more punks in Birmingham, but people, I think, still these days like to go and see bands that they've heard of. We need to get more people out taking a risk on bands that they maybe haven't heard of, or at least have maybe had just a quick look at on wherever, because there's a lot of stuff out there on social media, isn't there, that people could latch on to, but
slow and steady.
I don't quite know how you do that.
Lowering beer prices.
Well,
there's that.
Yeah.
For me, childcare.
Yeah,
That's a big thing. I've really got to like manage what I do and where I go because of childcare and the cost of
Absolutely.
childcare, and yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be worth it if you're cashing in a babysitting token.
Oh, I know. What do you do for babysitters, or is your boy's a bit older now?
He's 8, so he stops.
I was 8. I thought, yeah, sorry.
Miles.
It does get tricky when you're in a band and you've got children and you're juggling that childcare. I don't know if you guys have got kids, but I always feel like it seems to be easier for guys in bands to get out and about, and it seems a bit harder for the women.
I'm lucky because my fella, he's basically our driver and he's a roadie for us. So he's like, it's like everyone chips in. I'm lucky, but I do know that's not ordinarily the case for women.
Yeah, it was Lorna from Rabies Babies, Hague of the Womb. Yeah, she was talking about she's in the band with Laura, who she's a single mum, and they said like trying to organise the band practices and gigs around childcare can get very, very tricky.
Yeah, it's it's very much consideration. We're just the way it's worked out. We're quite fortunate, and we do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Being a punk mum.
Being a punk mum, I tell you what, it's cool though. Your kid gets a free ticket when your band gets like booked for a festival. Yeah, my lad always gets in on a free ticket. He's never paid to go to a festival, which is a source of great.
He's going to get a shock, isn't he?
He's going to get a festival and not like gone on stage afterwards and like had a word with everyone. So I like that. Got high ambitions.
Does he play music?
Yeah, he likes. He plays the ukulele because his hands are a bit little to play guitar yet. But yeah, he's got frontman energy. I think he'll be in the band.
Yeah, it's a good starting point as a ukulele for guitar.
Yeah, 3 chords. Well, 3 chords. He's got a punk band, hasn't he? If he wants it. So.
Yeah. Get him to join in.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
So yeah, but we want to fill up our gig calendar in 2026. So we want to get a home gig, don't we?
It'd be nice to get.
We want to get a Nottingham gig, yeah.
So we're working on that.
Yeah, we're trying. Maybe our reputation precedes us, but we'll do it anyway.
I'm going to say you could put on your own gig, but as you said, it's really hard work. It is a lot of hard work. It's really not easy.
I think we've all done bits and pieces in terms of organising gigs and promoting them or whatever in the past.
Yeah. And
so that's probably a route we will take a bit more next year. But as things stand, we've just been reaching out to people that we know from past bands and picking up opportunities that way.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It takes a lot of like dedication, guts, skill to pick up and start again and run with it. So yeah.
You got to build up the sort of people come in and like when you're in an established band, people they have a bit of loyalty, don't they? But it is a bit daunting taking it from
scratch.
Yeah.
But it's also quite good taking it from absolute scratch. I've always you join other people's bands. I mean, you did it when you set up Blank Screen, didn't you? That was sort of the 3 of you was sort of from scratch, wasn't it?
Yeah. 100%,
This is the first time I've really because the other thing I do is sort of friends messing about really, and then it's like, oh, somebody else does a gig. Whereas this feels like, right, we're going to be a band, we're going to write songs, we're going to make music, and we're starting from absolute scratch, and working out what to do with it. And it's quite fun. It's quite exciting.
Yeah, I do like it. I didn't realise how hard some aspects of it would be, because when I was in the cars at Paris, it's like gigs would just fall out of the sky. I'd be like, oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Now it's like, oh, where are all the gigs gone? we're clawing it back. So.
And you're messaging people as well. You're getting out there and you're harassing people. Well, harassing, that's probably the wrong word to use, isn't it?
I call it schmoozing.
Schmoozing. No, I like that.
Yeah,
I've been out schmoozing.
I just put stickers up everywhere. That's my job.
Yeah, he's analog.
Well, that's not a bad thing either, because I end up looking at all these stickers when I'm out and about, and I'm like, oh, I'll get on Google if I get a chance to. I just get a photograph and do it later because I get dragged off somewhere.
What are the good venues up near you?
I go into London, so I'm on the outskirts of London. I'm like,
down near you then. I just assumed you were north, like you lived up north.
I know, it's this stupid accent. It won't leave me. I've been down south for 25 years. I moved down to London 25 years ago. But I just go to Cosm Street. You know, have you heard of Tara Rez from the Joel? She puts on some like DIY gigs down in Cosm Street. It's a studio. It's like a music studio, and she puts on gigs there with But yeah, they put on the gigs together. And any sort of London gigs like the Electric Ballroom, if I can get there, or the Underworld.
No wonder you're talking about the expensive gigs then, if you...
Yeah, and all squats. Used to be a lot of squats I used to go to, especially when I first moved to London.
Well, it used to be like places like Tea Chances. I think that's
Tea Chances. That's
a good venue. I like
yeah.
Oh, there's a squat I used to go to do like art stuff at a gallery. I want to call it 491. It was a set of 3 numbers. I'm sure it's gallery 491.
Was that in Dalston?
Yeah.
Was it like squatted shops in Dalston? Yeah, I used to go there as well. It was a bit of a death trap, wasn't it? There was like 4 old shops that had been boarded up and had knocked the walls through, so you could. Yeah, there's just so many that I've been to, and now I just kind of. It's all like sporadic because circumstances and
What's
and
the
pub gigs.
in Deptford?
Oh, the Bird's Nest in Devon.
The Bird's Nest, yeah, that's another one.
That's a good place to play.
Yeah, I tend to stay more east and north London.
Yeah, it's proper down South London.
Well, I mean, the Bird's Nest got refurbished. I think it was a lockdown grant or something, but they changed the layout in there, and it's so much more conducive to live music now. It's brilliant. That's one we'd like to go back to.
Yeah.
We haven't talked to anyone about that, but at some point we'd like to go down there and play there again. Yeah,
there's the New Crossing as well. I really like the New Crossing.
Yeah, I've played there before. That's a brilliant venue. Yeah.
It's the strangest thing about that venue is you're on stage, you can see everything that's going on outside in the street.
And they've got one of those stages that's slightly elastic. So you get
like a sprung dance.
Yeah, a slightly sprung stage. That's brilliant. Love that.
And I've been up there and I've been looking out the window going, oh, what's going on outside? No.
Playing the drums, looking out the window. Don't concentrate.
We were playing in January. There's like a gym that's like outside, so you can like turn around.
Oh, the mini monocle.
Yeah. They can see themselves in the reflection. They can't see that you're looking at them. That can be fun.
So the Bird's Nest, just send them a message because they're always up for different bands and different moving.
Of course. Well, basically, we've got a few on the wish list that we will be approaching in due course, but we haven't worked all the way down it yet.
Yeah, we got B for Birmingham.
What about Loud Women? Like the Loud Women, they do festivals and.
In our Drivelheads email account, we've subscribed to that, by the way. We get the Loud Women info. But yeah, we would be up for that because
Yeah, I think they'd have you on,
I had a look and I noticed that a lot of the bands you can have like one woman and like, as long as you've got a woman in your band, you qualify. So yeah, we can look at it. I'll have to run it past the guys.
We could dress up.
Why not?
That's cool because I won't.
Do you know when you said that, it made me think of Rights of Hadder and the dressing up on stage.
We love that band.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
I know Alex is also in Anarchistwood.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
I played a gig in Todmorden with Anarchistwood, and they were all getting ready. I thought I was getting ready. I was just putting on a bit of lipstick and like doing that. And they were like really getting ready in the toilets at Todmorden, and they were like, "You look great, girl." It was really nice, but yeah, that was a good gig. They are a spectacle to behold, Anarchistwood.
Yeah. Can't see them for ages, but yeah. I do like Anarchistwood.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anything else you wanna? Any of the news? Anything you wanna?
I've forgotten to say something. We've got mentioned the gigs. We've mentioned we've got music coming out.
Yeah, we've spoken about our influences.
Yeah.
I think we're just getting started really, but we're keep checking.
We're about to have a practice. We practiced every Wednesday. So
Every Wednesday,
this is our practice room. So we'll set up in a minute and have a practice.
Are you at a proper rehearsal studio at your house? Is it your house?
It's the top room. It's like a old Victorian terraced house, and we've got like the sort of attic room. And we haven't got kids, it's just me and my partner. So this room sort of just developed into a music room basically. And it's a student area, so we can make some noise and we don't get complaints, fortunately. It's mostly students next door and whatever. So obviously I'm not silly, we don't practice at 11 o'clock at night, but 6 till 8 o'clock once a week. So I've got the drum kit set up, we've got a little PA and the amps and whatever. So I'm
gradually moving in all my guitars and
amps
upstairs.
Yeah.
A couple more weeks and I'll be keeping on the sofa, it'll be fine.
The little video clips on YouTube are basically filmed here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Apart from the ones that were at the gigs.
Yeah, I was trying to work it out. I was like, is that an office or is it,
Well, it's also when I work from home. I've set up my little camping table, which the laptop's on. Put my laptop on that and I work.
Yeah, because you were talking about the film. You did film, didn't you, at college? What were your films like?
I did the degree. I didn't know what I was going to do or anything. I went when I was 29, which got me out of Jersey, basically, in Leicester, funnily enough. And so it was music, English and media studies. So was the degree. I've never really done anything with it work-wise, but we did some. I like my films, and I did a couple of modules about films, and made a little video, and made a radio program and stuff like that. So, but that was a long time ago. So we were editing the radio program on tape and cutting it, sticking it together, and all that. So
nice.
That's why these two do the Instagram and everything.
So, what made you want to get out of Jersey? What was?
It's too small. There was no music, no sport. Everybody knew each other. I always wanted to come to the mainland, as we used to call it.
I'm actually in a band with somebody from the Isle of Wight.
Oh yeah. I've got a mate from Isle of Wight, funnily enough, who also escaped and moved to Nottingham.
Escaped.
That's how it feels. Yeah. Never regretted it. Love Nottingham.
Oh, it's been nice talking to you, because I'm aware as well that I'm eating into your practice time as well. So
that's right. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. It's been good. Yeah.
Never done anything like this before.
I've been banging on about it at work all day.
Yeah, it's not. You only hear the voices. I've not done the videos yet because. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. It costs extra, right, to put the videos on. I'm not at that point yet, so yeah. It's all very DIY.
Breaking it up and everything.
That's all right. Well,
I'm joking.
Well, we've got our 5th single out or whatever. We'll come back on when you've got video. Future.
Oh, do you know what? I can't wait to see more of you and the videos you're planning as well and your releases. Are you going to do that on Bandcamp as well? You've got a Bandcamp and you're going to get it out on there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we sort of loosely storyboarded out the video for the first single. So we've got plans. I don't know if we've got the ability to execute it, but we can.
We'll do.
I think
we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got film studies guy.
Oh.
Well, there'll be stuff you'll have remembered, I think, from back in the. Surprising what stays with you, actually. Yeah. Did you know he did the film studies before this interview? Did you know?
Yeah, but we mainly talk about Billy Bragg and stuff. We don't really talk about. Me and Dickon have got the most similar music taste, I think. It's fair to say, out of the three of us. So that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of overlap, but I think Sarah and Dickon have probably got a lot more knowledge about some genres of music that I haven't really got much clue about. So, it's always interesting to find out new things.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good getting a tip off of what albums to listen to, like classics. So yeah, I've been on Stiff Little Fingers this week, as per recommendation from Dave. So that's cool.
Have you got any recommendations for me or anybody who's listening? What was your classic sort of go-to
if there's anybody out there who hasn't heard Inflammable Material, the debut album by Stiff Little Fingers, then that's definitely one that people should listen to. I think it's probably one of the most important albums from the 70s punk scene. Anyone who knows anything about the Troubles will be able to pick up a lot on the lyrical content. And it's a very musical album as well, in the sense that, very talented musicians, great songwriters, and I think it still sounds fresh today.
Yeah, so they do.
Yeah, it's been.
I think we'll all go with that.
Yeah, it's been in my car for the last fortnight actually. So yeah.
I sort of rediscovered them a few years back as well, and me and Dave were talking about them, realising how much we like them. Yeah, we wouldn't mind making a noise like that.
Yeah.
We go.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys. And I'll let you know when it's out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Take care.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. That was the Drivelheads. We were Punk Rock Creators podcast. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.